afternoon and welcome along. We are back for the final session of European Tour 4. Welcome to Online Darts, everyone. I hope everyone is good and enjoying the Easter bank holiday, whatever you are up to. Good afternoon, one and all. Let's have a good day of darts. Absolutely, Bo. Dave, how are we doing? Good day from down under. When are the darts on in a minute? How we doing, Malachi? Antoinette is in. How we doing, Chris? Good to have you in, buddy. Still getting everything set up. Had to pop to Tesco's to get a few bits, and because it was shut yesterday, you'd think it was the end of the world. I've never seen it so busy. I tell you what, an opening game we have today, though. Oh, a bit of Brian Adams, Chris. Everyone likes that. Just going to get the text updated. How we doing, Tom? Looks like someone wants to get timed out again. I agree that the main. I didn't. Overall, if I'm rating Mania as a whole, I'm only giving it a 6. There we go. Text updated for you all. You've pushed the buttons one too often. Let's give you a little time out. Little time on the sideline, my friend. And Swissville is on the stage, which means we are ready to go. Getaway Price against Josh Rock. What a game that is, by the way. All right, let's get my laptop fired up. So, Rocky walking first. So here we go, everyone. Happy Bank Holiday Monday. This should be good. Rock storming down like he always does. Yeah, it was a good pick, to be fair. I didn't dislike it. Right. That is all set up now, ready to go. Gezi has the darts here in the opener. And Gezi is on the stage, so we are ready to rock and roll, folks. Let's do this. Score predictions then, folks. What are you saying? The Iceman or Rocky? Iceman 6'4", 6'4" Rock. Chippy 6'5", I like that. 6'5" Rock, but I'd prefer Josh to win. I think it'll be close. Right. I'm good, thanks, mate. I'm good, thanks, Harry. Yeah, look, I think it's going to be a close contest. I don't think there's going to be much between the pair. Fabulous setup from Getaway Price. 171 to leave 135. Leg one has started in absolute belting form. But Price, a dart on the floor was not what he needed in that situation. I wish, Malachi, I wish. The setup from Rock is good. Price, 2 darts at tops. And Price pins the opener. Yeah, look, the darts is in a much better place when Getaway Price is playing well. I am good, K-Days. Hope you are good on this Easter Monday. Hope all is well. Just going to share some links on social as well, so if you see them, if you could give them a little share and whatever, would be appreciated. The quality is unreal. Josh Rock is flying in this leg. This is an absolute domination on his own throw. Pinned, what a leg that is from Rocky. Fabulous 11 dart leg. And he levels up in emphatic style. This could be a very, very quick game because they are both in the mood. How are we doing, Daniel? And Getter in Price just looking to set this 190 up. But Rock's going to be on his tail. He's on a finish. Look, yes, it's a big finish. Price comes inside. He's given Rock a chance. It's not going to go, so Gutter in Price will return to try and establish a 2-1 lead, and that is exactly what he has done. Carry on, gentlemen. This is superb. Getter in Price leads. Salesman, yep, this is the first game, buddy. And it is a game that is delivering. Getter in Price is averaging 108. Josh Rock trails, averaging 113. This is a little bit good. A little bit special. And for the first time, the Josh Rock throw is under pressure. Price is going to get a dart to break here. This is a fabulous little spell from Gutter in Price. And doesn't hit, but he will return. And it is 3-1 to the Iceman. He is dominating right now. I say dominating. Rock's averaging 111 and trails. Standard that is being put in. Darts is crazy at the moment, isn't it? It is mental, but mentally good. We love it. But Rock is sticking with Gezi here. Would like another treble and finds one. That's good from Price. He means business on this bank holiday Monday. But Rock finds a maximum. He has asked the question here of Gutter in Price. And the 130 is not going to go. So Josh Rock has earned the opportunity here to break back. Double 16. And does hit. We are back on throw. This is very, very good. Again, Rock averaging 117. Yes, you heard right. He's losing with a 117 average. right now, even though he's losing, Josh Rock, there's just something about his game at the moment. He's playing fabulously here. Absolutely fabulously. And look, he's in control of this leg, on course to level up. Price just taps him on the shoulder though. Could be worse, Malachi. Captain Saka. Level game. 3-all. Again, the averages are not dropping. Nice, Jimmy, nice. The action, if you want to watch the action live, it is available on PDC TV. I don't finish my sandwich at the same time. Josh Rock has punished the troublous visit from Price. All of a sudden, Josh Rock is looking to go in front here. This has been some spell. How are we doing, Fraser? Happy bank holiday to you as well. I have got a barbecue chicken and cheese sandwich. Decent, to be fair. The final is this evening. So this afternoon is the last 16. And then quarter-final, semi-final and final this evening as Rock looks, oh, that is fabulous. He can't miss at the moment. Josh Rock takes out 150. The average is astronomical. My only criticism here of Josh Rock is it's fine doing this now, and we've seen him do this before. He needs to back this up again. He can't just do this once and drop off. I'd love Ronnie to win, Fraser, but I'm not sure he's got it in the locker. If anyone can not play and rock up and win, it's him. This is just brilliant from Rock. He is not missing. We will keep an eye on the Euro Tour while we're doing the live lounge. Like that, like that. Price is on a big finish, but Rock is asking all kinds of questions. Price is now relying on Rock not getting a dart at this 130. The form he's been in, he'd fancy hitting one treble, but doesn't. Going Price, lifeline. Can he find a little pop finish? He can, he's still in this. Going Price has played lovely here. However, lovely's not enough because Rock has been incredible. And it's looking as if that is going to be all she wrote. Oh, he's been superb, Stephen, isn't he? No, he's the action looks really fluent. He is playing lovely. And Rock leaves double 16. All Gerwin Price can do is hit big and hope. He's done his bit. Now he's hoping for a Jock Ross miss. Not something I'd recommend, not the form he's in, and he doesn't. That is a fabulous, fabulous performance from Josh Rock. A 6-4 win, averaging 111.42. No, Julie, mine's okay. Mine's okay. I'm watching all right. Oh, fabulous performance. Absolutely stunning from Josh Rock. Litler is on this afternoon. That was delightful. Take a bow, Josh Rock. Now look, Price has done absolutely nothing wrong there whatsoever. That is just an astonishing performance from Josh Rock. I think, again, this isn't knowledge or anything like that. I think if Josh Rock has a good year on TV, he's going to force his way in because he ticks all the boxes. Coming up next, Rob Cross takes on Krzysztof Ratajski. Ratajski has the darts. Yeah, 100%, Tom. He just ticks every box. Oh yeah, the 100%. The focus is there, and that he's happy with the equipment as well. That he's openly said he's been practicing with these darts for a long time, and he's used to them. I'm going for Sir Robert of the Cross. Roberto. Right, we've got about 2 minutes to go. I'm going for Cross. So about 30 seconds to go. What are we saying, chat room? Who? Cross or Ratajski? Roberto 6'5", Antoinette's going, I'd say 6'3", Cross. We are ready to rock and roll. About 10 seconds. Pictures are returning. Right, Ratajski getting ready to walk. A bit of status quo. We need a petition. Ratajski to walk on to the Wenger boys once more. Who do you think? What wins this one? I think Rob Cross wins this one. Yeah, I might do. I'll stick the light on in a minute. Rocking a bit of CM Punk today. Here comes Ratajski. Roberto coming down. Essex having a... I struggle... what format? County... I struggle to get... I'm a cricket fan, but struggle to get behind county cricket. Just find it a bit boring. So we are underway, everyone. Ratajski has the darts and starts. Nice and strong. It was Caddy, yeah. I say I like the limited over stuff. I like Test cricket. Right. Ratajski has started well here. But Roberto Cross looks in the mood. Cheeky little maximum from Cross. Christoph's been to the old Johnny Clayton, Jose de Sal's school of leaving 168. Interesting choice, Christoph. Yeah, I didn't enjoy last night's Mania. I enjoyed a couple of bits of it, but overall disappointing. But Ratajski looking to take the opener. And that is exactly what he does. 1-0 to Christoph Ratajski. Solid enough hold of throw. Big visit here for Ratajski, and he's just asking a few questions of the cross throw here. Yeah, look, Michael Smith is still in the mix to get to the match play. Look, he missed a big opportunity yesterday. He could have gone into a spot, but yeah, look, there's still loads of time for Michael Smith. Oh, Roberto. Another. The champagne shot. Oh, I can't find it. Good effort, though, from Cross. Leaves tops and he will return. Ratajski can't take out 1-2-6. And we have a level game. It is. It's been a good start here so far. Josh Rock set the standard for them all to follow, but that standard was incredible from Rock. Just having a look at the Rob Cross equipment. No, he's still playing with a normal dart. I saw him at an exhibition a few weeks ago and he was just having a little play with a new prototype. But Ratajski in control of leg 3 here. So far, both players on their own throw have been dominant. And Ratajski, no issues on the outer ring. Here's Ratajski making a late play for the match play. Let's have a look. How far is he off? And I want that one. Need... Well, match play. So, yeah, Ryan Joyce still in. So is Zonneveld. They can both make gains. Krzysztof Ratajski, if he can win this, he's playing himself into contention. The Polish Eagle. So all of a sudden, in that race for the hallowed Winter Gardens, is Barney looking over his shoulder? I look at Woodhouse, Edhouse, Pietraszku and Barney. Are they all having a little glance? Malachi, he may have been on one. I don't know. It would be funny if he was. But he's got to be looking over his shoulder at the moment. He has to be. Again, Cross on his own throw, strong, but he's got to make a dent in the Ratajski throw at some point. Which at the moment, despite averaging nearly 103, he's not doing. This has been very, very solid from Ratajski. It's been impressive. He's had an up and down year, I'd say. Is he just getting back to the Ratajski we all know? Tops for a 120. Doesn't go, but he will be back. Cross not in the same neighbourhood as of yet. Now there's a bit of pressure. The 140 from Cross is Ratajski up to the tops. Double 10 gets the Polish Eagle out of jail. Happy Easter, Archie. Hope you are good. Good to have you in. All of a sudden, Ratajski is asking questions of Cross. This is a big leg. A break here for Ratajski would be huge. It really would. It would put him 4-2 up. And then throwing as well. And he's down to 101. Cross has got to hit big here. Otherwise, he's in trouble. $140 is just about enough. But Ratajski is going to get a dart at double 12. Oh, and he's missed a chance to break. That could have been huge. Cross is fighting at the moment, 75. He's only going to get one dart as long as he keeps it straight. Big 18, one dart at tops. And Cross misses. Not up to the task. So Ratajski now has 3 clear darts for 4-2. And hits. Rob Cross is now in trouble. A world of trouble. What has Roberto got in the locker? Yeah, I agree, Patrick. It doesn't feel like a 102. It just feels like a Cross is plodding along, but when you look at the numbers, it is very good. But here he comes. He's effectively taken the darts back here. Look, he's still got an awful lot of work to do. But he's just starting to make a bit of an inroad here. Ratajski not on a finish. So Rob Cross has minimum 6 darts to break on this 164. And the setup is brilliant. Leaves double 16. What a response here from Rob Cross. Showing why he's right up there with the very best. Double 16 to get the darts back. He would still have to find another break because Ratajski won the ball. But Rob Cross has missed Ratajski 91. This would hurt because Cross has dominated this leg. He's had the chance and not taken it. Oh my. This would hurt. Oh, Ratajski has missed a dart, double 16 on the 91. That would have hurt. And Rob Cross does break, but he'd have been nervous. Ratajski had his opportunity. To be fair, Ratajski started double 16, was a mile away. I don't know about in Munich, more like Munich Airport. Yeah, Bobby did dodge a bullet there. It's always just looking at the Rob Cross action. When it's on, it's brilliant, but it's just when it's off, that release can be so late. That's the problem. When it's on, it's superb. I don't know, probably Gary or Michael. But we are level once more. 4 all, but Cross is going to have to find another gear. Look, Ratajski's level has dropped. Cross's has, but to a lesser degree. But can Ratajski recompose himself, refine something? Ratajski, 204. Cross not really in a position to punish. How are we doing? Daz, the werewolf, Niall is in the chat room. Hope you are good, buddy. Always a pleasure. And Rob Cross tees up 64 off the 140. Now, Cross is back, is against the wall here. Voltage is going to have to find something. But first of all, he's relying on Ratajski missing 2 at tops. And Ratajski doesn't miss. Rob Cross now has no room for error. Ratajski is a leg away from the quarterfinals and putting himself back into match play contention. And Ratajski is powering his way here. He now has the cross throw under the cosh. Ratajski is going to get a match start. There is nothing Rob Cross can do about this apart from hope Ratajski misses. He's done his part. He's teed up tops, but double 16 for the Polish Eagle to see off Voltage. And it is there. The Polish Eagle has beaten Rob Cross 6-4. Thoughts on Randy's match? I thought it was okay. I thought it did what it needed to do. But Bobby is out. It's a big, big result for Ratajski. I bet we get a celebration here as well. Yes, we do. He doesn't give a lot away normally. But coming up, Neil Zonneveld against Ryan Joyce. Yeah, Ratajski, look, he had a mid-match wobble, but he recomposed himself very well. Very well indeed. Zonneveld has the darts against Joyce. So what are you thinking, chat room? So 6-3 Joyce. When can Wright meet Luke? Pass. You mean when can Luke beat Wright? If they both win, they'll play each other in the quarterfinal. So Zonneveld against Joyce coming next. Still some big matchups this afternoon. We're still going to see MVG against Ryan Searle. Joe Cullen taking on Luke Litler. Plenty of action to come. So about 2 minutes 30-ish. Should be some good Hammer of the Gods. Phil, how do you normally get over having a really bad game as didn't play at all well yesterday? I lose my temper too easily. So look, everyone is different and everyone reacts in a different way. First of all, can you put your finger? Is there a reason why you didn't play particularly well yesterday? Is there something you can put your finger on to go, this is the reason I didn't play well? Look, because there's sometimes there are reasons. If there's not, just put it to the back of your mind and just remind yourself, I can play to a good level. One game doesn't define anyone. And look, I know we're talking one extreme to the rest here, but the best players in the world don't dwell on results. It's done. It's in the ledger. I can't change it, and that's my look on life in general as well. Is you can't change something that's already happened. So can it move on? How are we doing, Christina? Hope you are good. Good to have you in. Mr. Polo Shirt himself, Ryan Joyce coming up. Still makes me chuckle that he forgot that. So far today, Josh Rock beat Girder and Price with an incredible performance, averaging 111, and Christoph Ratajski has just seen off Rob Cross. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I know it's tough at times, and it's easier said than done. But never look back. Always look forward. But I've got pictures back, so we are ready to go with match number 3 of 8. So I'm going to pack up at least. I look, just try and enjoy it, buddy. Try not to put pressure. Just enjoy. Zonneveld on the way. I've done that this year. Learned to enjoy. Yeah, look, darts is all about just enjoying. It's sport in general. You'll get better out of yourself if it's just a case of enjoyment. And Joyce is on the way. Polo shirt in hand. If this would be incredible if Brian Joyce wins this Euro Tour in a polo shirt. If you're his sponsors, you would be going potty, wouldn't you? He forgets his shirt, no logos, and wins the tournament. Could they? Technically, Malachi, yeah, they could. Because I'm guessing it's breach of contract that he's playing on TV without logos or without their logos. So technically, yes. At that point, where you'd be a little bit clever, wouldn't you? And you wouldn't have admitted to forgetting to pack a shirt. You'd just say, my luggage was lost. But we are underway. Zonneveld played beautiful to beat James Wade yesterday. Ryan Joyce just doing Ryan Joyce things. Good stuff, Niall. Good stuff. Glad that you're enjoying it again, buddy. Joyce. So Joyce tees up his beloved double 16. Zonneveld has applied some pressure, but this is for an early break of throw here. We know Joyce hits. I'm not sure if he makes the merch store or not now. Afternoon, good news. I got an email from WWE Store. They have released the Seth Rollins t-shirt with Burn It Down logo on it. Interesting, eh? Everyone loves a bit of CM Punk. Everyone loves a bit of Punk. Right, Joyce in control of this. He's just slipped into the wrong treble, just recalibrating what he's got left. No, I get it. Not everyone is the same. I'm not a fan of Cena. Who would you say Punk goes for now? I don't know what. I'm guessing that it depends what they're going to do with Seth. Who goes after him? No, God of Hammers, I agree. I didn't enjoy Mania this year. It was okay. 6 out of 10. Anthony is in. Yes, you know, my friend. You know the intro by now. Good morning from the great state of Texas via the greatest city in the world. NYC, baby. New York City is and always will be the greatest city in the world. As the song says, concrete jungle where dreams are made. If chat room, if you've never been to New York City, if you're only ever going to go to one place, go to New York. It is the most incredible city in the world. And of course, the darts returns there in June. Madison Square Garden will be the home. The PDC World Series event, the US Darts Masters, and of course the CDC jewel in the crown, the North American Darts Championship. Matt Campbell, defending champion. However, there are people hot on his tail. And Ryan Joyce is just asking questions here of Zonneveld again. This is a big, big dart. And he misses. Joyce, tops, or treble 16, double 16? Which way is he going to go? Treble 16. Oh, he's missed his beloved. Oh, Malachi. The John Rawlings story, right, is to this day, it is still the funniest thing ever. So we're in Butlins for the, I can't remember if it was the UK Open or the Players' Championship Finals. I can't remember which one it was, but it had all just been announced that darts is moving from Vegas. It's going to New York. It's going to Madison Square Garden. Like, it was buzzing, and Chris Mason and John Rawlin were on commentary. And bear in mind, at the time, from a kind of boxing point of view, John Rawlin worked for BT Sport as it was then, obviously the rival of Sky and whatever. So he had a half an eye. He was Team Frank at the time. Chris was doing an incredible job of bigging it up, darts in Madison Square Garden. And across the airways, John Rawlin casually went, "Yeah, but it's not really Madison Square Garden, is it? It's the theatre on the corner." Now, Matt Porter is the most cool, calm and collected person that you'll ever see. However, with steam coming out of his ears, the march across like a cruise missile towards the commentary box, I wouldn't have liked to have been on the end of that. It was a great pay-per-view. How are we doing, Tom? Hope you are good. Zonneveld can force the issue here. He's got half a glimmer of an opportunity. How are we doing, Josh? I am very good, thank you. I hope you are well. Everyone enjoying the Easter break. Oh, Josh Rock was incredible earlier on. Zonneveld, can he punish the Joyce miss? He's going to get a dart, but he's come inside. So, Ryan Joyce, 988 to re-establish that two-leg cushion. Ooh, a rare miss in the southwest corner of the board. Normally it's an area that he is very strong. And Zonneveld has rescued the situation, and from 2-0 down, Zonneveld levels and has the darts again. Ryan Joyce has just missed a couple of darts here and there, which normally you'd expect him to hit, and Zonneveld has taken his opportunity. Yeah, and also, obviously, we were talking about New York before that leg got interesting. If you are in North America in June and you have the weekend free, get yourself to Madison Square Garden. Tickets are flying out the door rapidly. Already sold more this time right now than they did for the whole of this time last year. So it is going to be a sellout at Madison Square Garden this year. Make sure you are there. The atmosphere on the Saturday last year was incredible. It was like being at a UK event. It was that good. Joyce threatening another breaker throw here. Zonneveld not really at the same level he was to beat James Wade yesterday, and not at the level needed to get the better of Joyce at the moment. He's just hanging on to coattails. But bullseye. Oh, he's got lucky there. He's missed the ball altogether. But 24 bullseye to get him out of jail. And misses. So Zonneveld all of a sudden now has a chance to lead. One dart at tops, and he's missed the opportunity. Is it a big arena in New York? It's about I think it's about 4,000 full. I don't know if Anthony's still in the chat listening along. If I'm sure he'll confirm. I'm sure a sellout is 4,000, which for a World Series event in New York is incredible. You think that's bigger than Ali Pally? I think Ali Pally only holds 3.6 or 3.8 or whatever it is. Yeah, yes, a little bit. Look. We've still got the World Series events down under to come. Would I be surprised to see Peter Wright in them? No, I wouldn't. If come that announcement, we don't see Peter Wright in any World Series event, would I be surprised? Yeah, 100% I would. The same as I'm surprised that Gary hasn't been asked. Still one of the biggest names in the sport. Again, this blend of new and old I like a lot more rather than just what we're getting. Litler has to be favourite for today. Zonneveld is somehow in this game. Just every time Ryan Joyce makes a mistake, Zonneveld is there to punish. So, can Zonneveld lead? He's always trailed. But again, he's not really doing enough on his own throw here. Yes, there is a very special Live Lounge, episode 200, and all three of us will be in this very studio this evening. All of us will be here. I believe it's Champions Week. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I've not been watching. Zonneveld has finally held to lead. He's played second fiddle to Joyce for a lot of this game. However, he is in front. He's found something. Yeah, we are. With 100%, we're doing the Live Lounge. It's episode 200. So we will go live at 8 o'clock till the darts finishes this evening. Joyce is, again, he's making a 99 average look ordinary at the moment. And it is 4-all. Joyce. But he's still going to have to break the Zonneveld throw again here. He's still under it. This has been a strange game of taking your chances. And that's what Zonneveld has done. Zonneveld leaving a bogey number, but is still in control. Searle MVG predictions. Oh god, this genuinely could be anything. Again, it all depends on what version of Michael we get. We saw some really good stuff from Michael yesterday, but does he back that up again today is the question. Tops for Zonneveld. It's not going to go. So, Ryan Joyce, this would be a hell of a finish to go with the 164. It's not going to go. So Zonneveld has the chance to go within one. Double 10 to put him on the brink. And could that be the difference? Is that the mistake? Zonneveld has missed 4 darts now for a 5-4 lead. We know that Ryan Joyce is going to plonk one in the big 16. Oh, he's missed. That's a miss. Look, he's got out of jail. But that dart would have been for a big 16. I'm interested to see when the stream catches up how far he's missed that by. And Joyce is going to punish. It was right on the wire. But now Zonneveld has it all to do. At the moment, I've no plans. At the moment, my full focus is on continuing to grow this incredible channel that we've got. Look, never say never, but at the moment, this is my priority: is getting this channel as big and to the best of its ability. Now, Joyce, he gets first go at 84, and he's missed 2 match darts. Zonneveld has the same 84. What will he do with his go at it? He gets 2. and he misses 2. They have both had and missed match darts. And Ryan Joyce does win it in the end. Do you stream during the World Championships? Other major events? Could you do a stream on Premier League nights? So look, these are all things that we're working on and looking towards. So obviously, where I'm at the Premier League nights and events, I wouldn't be available to do these. So it's having the resources to do it. Obviously, after we do the Fallout Bar for the tournaments as well. But look, if it's something that you guys would want us and be interested to do, we can look at the resources and the manpower to see if we can do it. But it all revolves around the manpower, and having the resources to do it is the thing. But look, we want to bring you guys as much content as we physically can. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're all about, is bringing you guys as much content as possible. Because you guys have bought in to what we're trying to do and what we're trying to achieve, and that has been sensational. MVG has the darts. I feel, would you give a big shout out to all the Macmillan nurses at the Oscar B department at Royal Berks, and watching PDC TV and me on the iPad split screen. Big up to all the Macmillan nurses doing an absolute incredible job. Royal Berks, that's not a million miles from me, to be fair. I'm probably 45 minutes away from you guys. Yeah, this one is going to be good, isn't it? Ryan Searle, Michael Van Gallowin. But Ryan Joyce is in to the quarterfinals. Six four, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be good, I know that. Right, let's... Right, are you ready for this, everyone? So yeah, just going back to, like I say, we want to bring you guys as physically as much content as is humanly possible. That's the plan, that's the goal, that's the aim. But looking forward to it. Let's get some darts out of the board. So, looking forward to this one. There was MVG did a lot right yesterday. Look, although he got a bit of luck, there was a lot to like about MVG's performance yesterday as well. So we are ready to rock. Just under a minute. MBG is at his best, at his peak, I'm not disagreeing. Recently, maybe not so much. But, you know, can he rediscover that? 100% he can. Oh, look, I'm looking forward to it. This should be a tasty encounter. But pictures are back. We are ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. Ryan Searle, front nine average of 117. That is world class. Like proper world class. Swissville about to get the players on. We are ready. And Ryan Searle walking first. No messing around, he's on the stage. Much as how we doing? Yeah, look, it's. I think this game has all outcomes are possible. Time for the big green machine. Michael van Gerwen. And Van Gerwen on his way. Christine wants to know what conditioner. Oh. So, both players are on the stage. It'd be interesting to see. Again, Michael used the exact dart yesterday. Gone away from the Evo X. Be interesting to see if he sticks with the exact or has gone back and so on. So here we go then. MVG against heavy metal Ryan Searle. And it's stuck with the exact dart. Lorraine, you've missed a few. This is game number 4. So far, Josh Rock beat Gerwin Price with an incredible performance. Ratajski beat Rob Cross, and Ryan Joyce has just seen off Neil Zonneveld. And this is game number 4. MVG in action. MVG does take the opener. I'm not sure he gets to 5. I think he can get to 4. But if he gets to 4, would it surprise me if 5 came quickly? No. It's all on this next one. How quickly? MVG not neither player at their fluent best at the moment. Tops for MVG and a 2-0 lead. Is it a dead cat 180 for Searle? It is. He fired in the maximum to try and put MVG off. It didn't work. 2-0. Excuse me. MVG just warming to the task here. A little bit slow out the blocks, but he's up that game. Oh. Ryan Searle has work to do. No problems, no problems at all. Again, just looking at the Van Gogh in action, it looks okay. They're a running repair there. New. Yeah, the dart just obliterated the back end of the stem. And that is a tidy little 130 finish from Ryan Searle. Gets him back into this contest. Is this one a little bit of a slow burner, but seems to just be catching light now. It was a nice little pop, pop, pop from Ryan Searle. But MVG piles in his first max of the match. And MVG could do with a treble here. Doesn't find one, so doesn't really take advantage of the situation. Leaves 138, but Ryan Searle, the setup is fabulous. Trent, the Madrid deal's already agreed. He's not staying. He's off ski. I will be watching the Eubank Conor Benn fight, probably from in here. There's a Euro Tour next week, so it'll probably be from here. But yep, definitely watching. And so missed. MVG pounces. Nothing to see here. We've had it. The magical 9 darter from Michael van Gerwen. It's done. It's a 9. Go on, MVG. I didn't want to say anything. It's there. The 9. Go on. Vintage Van Gerwen. Wait a minute. Let's listen to the comms. Absolute filth from MVG, the magical 9 darter. Perfection, brilliant from Van Gerwen. Now I've got to find an MVG picture. That was magical from Mighty Mike. I take it now. Look. download that one. Is he back? I'm not saying he's back yet. But it was a fabulous. It's interesting that he's switched darts and he's done that. I've got to say that is interesting for me. I've just noticed something else as well. MVG's gone back to his old shirt. He played with... interesting. I believe Litler is missing the Euro Tour next week. There's a lot of them. Look, Graz is not an easy place to get to, so... It's his new MVG with a fabulous performance. 105 average, a 9-darter. That's a little bit good. Right, let me just start. Yeah, it's his old shirt. It's the one before this. That was very good. Very good indeed. Right, let me just put the post out on. Yeah, and he'll basically. I don't think we'll see Litler at many Euro tours if they're a pain in the arse to get to, and not just Luke either, by the way. I think the top players will miss more events when they're a nightmare to get to. That was good. That is Mighty Mike somewhere near his best. So, now we get our breath back. We've got Chizzy against Ross Smith. The old Chizzy rascal. And let me pull up the list of this year's Euro Tours so I can guide you through them a little bit better. Yeah, Humphreys again just wanted some time at home with the family and so on, and I think we'll see more picking and choosing. So, look, just running through this year's Euro Tours. The one in Wiesa in Belgium, that was easy enough to get to, which is why most of them went. Göttingen in Germany is not an easy place to get to, so you've got to get a flight to Hanover, I think is the nearest one. And then it's like 2.5 hours on the train, or a 2 hour drive. Wiesa, we all know, is a nightmare to get to. Munich is okay, but where it's Easter weekend in here, some have chosen to spend time with the family. Graz next week is a nightmare to get to. There are no direct flights from the UK to Graz, so you have to fly into somewhere else and then either drive or get the train. Sindelfingen is fine. I would expect most of them to be at Sindelfingen. Rosmalen's okay. Leverkusen, I can't remember what that's like. Kiel, not easy. Antwerp is fine. Prague, fine. Budapest, fine. So it's those ones that are in landlocked Germany that are a nightmare. Let's have a look. How close are we to 43k? To get to 43, we need 109. And it's more like we say, like getting it, and then it's getting home as well. You've got it's a nightmare. So that's why they skip these Euro tours and so on. Here comes one of the elite walk-ons. So, what are we saying then? The Chizzy Rascal, or Ross Smith? Ross Smith on the stage. Now it's time for Chizzy to make his entrance. What a session it's been so far. Remember, if you are new here, we would massively appreciate it if you could drop us a like and subscribe. So let's do this, everyone. So we are ready to go. Players are on stage. Warm-up darts almost done. Let's do this, everyone. Off of the back of what a game that was. The Magical 9 from MVG. Follow that, boys. Right, let's do this, folks. Ross Smith has the Chizzy darts under a bit of pressure here early on. Oh, the old 169, Ross. The old 169, my old mucker. Thought you knew better than that. And again, Ross Smith may rescue this situation. He does, but leaving that 169 almost caused him an issue. It almost gave Chizzy a route back into this contest. But Smudger does get away with it. He looks pumped up, Ross Smith, today. Looking good is Smudger. But Treble's visit just opens the door for Chizzy. Ross Smith looking for another treble. It's not going to go. So Chizzy will get a look at this 158. Look, it's a big ask. But it would get him back in, but it doesn't go. So Ross Smith 56 for 2-0. And again, Chizzy not quite at the races yet, only averaging 83, and that deficit is 2. Dave Chisnall, we spoke about this yesterday, that stringing results together is tough. It's difficult. The old Chizzy of the Rascal is going to have to find something, because Ross Smith is finding everything. No treble, just gives Chisnall a little bit of respite, but he needs to find something of his own here. Treble 19 just gets him within range of the finish line, and he is going to get a go at it, because Ross Smith is not going to take out 161. Leaves 96. How are we doing, Alistair? Good to have you in, my friend. No treble for Chisnall means Ross Smith is going to get a chance for a double break. This would be an absolute catastrophe for Chisnall. Double. No, he finds way through to the treble. Oh, it's double break. 3-0. Ross Smith is in cruise control right now. Dave Chisnall is bang up against it. Absolute bang up against it. This game is rapidly getting away from Dave Chisnall. And again, Chizzy's woes continue. The Euro Tour was always a place where he played his best stuff. Blockhead, so in the UK, you can either watch it on PDC TV, or if you have a betting account, 365, you don't have to have a bet. As long as you have money in your account, you can watch it on the in-play. Chizzy leaving the old 166. One dart for Ross Smith for 4-0. 4-0. Chizzy is bang in trouble. Nothing the Chizzy Rascal can do about this at the moment. He has to up his game. And up it considerably. Like I said, go back a year. Dave Chisnall, look, there's always been questions about his TV form. They've always been there. But on the floor and on the Euro Tour, you always got a good version of Dave Chisnall. But since September, October last year, Dave Chisnall's form in everything, Pro Tours, Euro Tours, hasn't been the same. It has plummeted. And when your TV form's not great and your floor form goes as well, then you are in a world of trouble. And then he finds the bullseye from absolutely nowhere. Chiz has a leg on the board. Both piling in maximums at the start of this leg. Nothing to see. We've already had one today. We've already had one. Let's just all calm down. Let's all just relax. Just relax. Boo. Chizzy was on for a potential 9. He may lose the leg. He doesn't even get a dart at a double. He went back to back, but Ross Smith is 5-1 to the good. Chizzy, can he find a 5-leg blitz? Probably not against a man that's averaging 108. Ross Smith in complete control of this contest. Ross Smith's finishing has been incredible. He's only missed one dart at a double. He is 5 from 6 on the outer ring. Is it the older... Is it Mr. Operatic? Yeah, it's different, isn't it? Yeah, it's different. But Chizzy on course to get this leg back, but look, it is on his darts. It's... Chizzy's made a mess of it. Bullseye to complete the misery. Ross Smith has missed a match dart. It was a dart at the ball. But he still had one. Chizzy. Gets a leg. 5-2. But you would suggest the way Ross Smith is playing, he will get more match darts. Especially when he kicks off with a maximum. Your face on that. I was like, you know, you try not to get excited because we've seen it all too often. It's like, don't get excited. Don't, yes, there it is. We love a 9 when they're live on streams. Ross Smith. This is looking like this is the beginning of the end. He is in complete control of this leg. A 180 doesn't even get Chisnall to a finish. He's that far behind. Hello, hope you are good. Time stamping. Now, Ross Smith to seal the deal. Double 16, his favourite. And seals victory. A 6-2 win for Ross Smith. Very, very good from Smudger. That's all she wrote. Classy performance from Ross Smith. Chizzy did not have the answers. Coming next, this should be miles away there. Martin Schindler, local-ish, against Gian van Veen. The German crowd will undoubtedly be on Schindler's side. We saw the crowd get a bit involved yesterday. Will they get involved again today? So, score predictions then. What are we saying? Schindler or Van Veen for the next one? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a game. There's a lot to like about Van Veen. It does my head in when they all apologise for winning games. No, we've been lucky, Lorraine. We've had a few 9-darters on the stream, but they're always exciting when you get them come in. They're always enjoyable. Right, break is on, so see his best platter does my head. Fez. Dusty Granville says a 9-darter was thrown. It was thrown by mighty Michael van Gerwen. Magical 9 from MVG. To be fair, he played well, MVG. But as I always say, and not just about MVG, I said it about Josh Rock and so on. He now needs to back that up. It's all right doing it now, but can he do it again? And that's the test. It's doing one good performance is fine, but Litler and Humphreys have set the standard over the last 18 months because they've done it once, twice, three. They keep going on and on and on, and that's the difference. It's backing it up. Remember, the live lounge this evening, episode 200. Myself, Gob and Dan will all be in this very studio from 8 p.m. We have to do a little bit of a reshuffle and move things round a bit, but we will be live, all of us in the same room from 8 this evening. Make sure you come and tune in. Who'd have thought all that time ago we'd get to 200 episodes? Wait, let's have a quick look on the date of the very first live lounge. Live lounge, there we go. Can't find it. Someone in there. Wait a minute. That's what we do. Like, look, you look, yeah, look. Do I work relentlessly at this? Yeah, look, 100%, because that's the way we grow. That's the way the channel continues to grow. Right, getting ready for the walk on. Well, I'm just going to find the date of the very first live lounge. So, our very first live lounge took place on Monday, the 12th of July, 2020. Yeah, 12th of July 2020. Yeah. Did Van go and play with not old faithfuls, but he used the exact dart again. The same as he did yesterday. Afternoon, Ben. Hope you are good. Love that, Malik. I love that. 12th of July 2020 before. Yeah. Yes, look. I don't want to tempt fate, but I think I do, James, yeah. I think so. Maybe. What's going on here? The referee's just gone over to help. Oh, Jan looks like he's spilt some water. Shindiggity come out to... I presume so. I preferred not to listen. Can't stand that shite. Are they similar darts to 2014? Yeah, look, Connor, you've seen the exact dart before. It's what he's played with for a long time, before he had a go with the Evos. The glorious 12th. Yeah, look, 12th of July 2020 seems a long time ago now. Yeah, look, I agree that they should both be seeds, James, and look, I understand the reason for the change. I don't agree with it. I get it. But it was better when the Pro Tour players were seeds. I did watch WrestleMania and disappointed. But we are underway. Schindler has the darts in control. Cheers, Lorraine. Absolutely. Drop us a like and subscribe. Would be massively appreciated here on this Easter Monday. In 2020, I was at every event I was allowed to attend. And when I say I mean in general. We know that was the year the world went into meltdown. But yeah, I was at every event that I could fit where we were physically allowed to go to. Good match to... It just... The Rock not being there was shit, because he was the one that architected the heel turn, and then he wasn't there, and so it just didn't make a lot of sense. Premier League as well. Veen has messed up there, but lucky enough it won't matter because Schindler not on a finish. I did a lot of them behind closed doors as well, which was good. The testing process wasn't good, but Veen levels up at 1-0. Did Johnson have a party that day at Dan? To be fair, I know a lot of people got hung up and all that. I couldn't give a fuck if he had a party or not. Did I stick to the COVID rules? No. Did I go around my mate's house? Yes. Did most people break the rules? Yes. Peak COVID times there. Yeah, it was weird times, wasn't it? Have you heard Van Veen's getting married in India? No. Fair play though. Ready for Liverpool? No, not yet. Look, I just got. It's not a lot to get ready for Liverpool. Just got to drive up there. What a maximum that is from Van Veen, but it may be in vain. If Schindler can pop another double 18, which he can, that is incredible. The pressure was applied from Van Veen, but Shindiggity said, not on my watch. Right, so if Van Veen hits another max here, he's done a perfect 9. But he doesn't. They should do Litler Easter eggs. Look, we'll still see Gob on the channel. Don't worry about that. He's still going to do the Live Lounge lives and things like that as well. But Van Veen has just made a mess of that, and we can question the board management if it goes wrong, because should he have done the professional miss and played it a little bit safe on double 10, because now the pressure from Schindler has arrived. And that's the... Should it have been... Should it have been coming back for double 10 instead of double 5? But Schindler is not punished. And it is 2-2. Interesting tie, this one. Van Veen is scoring heavier, but Schindler having the darts is a huge factor here. How are we doing? Just live. Hope you are good. Good to have you all in. Always a pleasure. Afternoon, great showman. Again, if we can get a few more of you to like and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. I don't think we did, no. We'll see what he uses again today. And Shindiggity leads once more. I'm sad Ryan Searle fan's still waiting for his big day. It will come, mate. It will come. Fair enough, Connor, fair enough. Is Van Veen Dave Whitcomb's? Oh. Again, this is a real intriguing tie. Because both have been dominant on their own throw. Like proper, real dominant. Sorry, I'm just looking at something else there. 3 legs apiece, both averaging over 103. Schindler 103.23. Van Veen 104.08. Very, very good. Again, Schindler dominating on his own throw at the moment. If I'm just looking for something, yeah, that's what I wanted. And Shindiggity back in front convincingly. The longer this goes on, the harder it is for Van Veen to find this break. Schindler not giving him a chance on his own throw at the moment. Van Veen looks like a Bond villain. I'm a fan of that. You can't see me. How are we doing, Jamie? Yeah, he did. Not a fan though. Van Veen finds a maximum at the opportune time. Pressure on this dart. Oh, and he's up to it. Schindler had asked all kinds of questions. I don't know why MVG was playing in an old shirt today, but look, it works. Yes, Connor, you don't have to repeat yourself. It's not a... It's just one of those things. I don't like to talk about them. I haven't, Malachi, to be fair. No, we don't. We don't like them. Van Veen, are we thinking a 140 or better? May give me an opportunity. Again, Van Veen will be disappointed. He didn't really apply pressure there because Schindler wobbled, but Van Veen not close enough. If that had been a one treble potential finish, nice pull, nice. Bullseye. And for the first time, Van Veen has a chance. It's the only chance he's had, and he has taken it. Absolute brilliance from the young Dutchman. James, I can't remember. I haven't bought a newspaper for probably 20 years. But Van Veen then starts trebleless when he's thrown for the match. He's done the hard work. He's broken at a rare opportunity that he was given. Now cannot pass this opportunity back. This is better from Van Veen. This is superb. Van Veen, this is your moment. And he hits. That is a fabulous, fabulous performance from Van Veen. He is a lot stronger, and look, he has shown his mettle there. That is a fabulous result for Van Veen. That was an incredible performance. Look, Schindler's played his part in a very good game there, has to be said. But coming up next, time for Snaky, Peter Wright. That was good. So, Snaky coming up next, everyone. What are we thinking? What are we saying? So, ad break coming on, which means we are not far away. Right, let's get this game teed up. Snakebite fans, he has the darts. What are you saying? Litler versus Cullen should be superb. How are we doing? Emma, hope you are good. Everyone just putting the phone on charge, chat and play. Nice, good stuff. Nothing wrong with that. We like a bit of that. Snaky fans. are in hair colour. Oh. It's a good question. What is he going to go with? I'm going to go with a blue today, I think. Excuse me. 6'5" Peter or 6'1" Razma. That's one scale to the rest. I don't dislike it. We've got about 45 seconds. You're in red. Nice. So we've got hair colour. Does he use the same dart as he did yesterday? Or are we going to have a dart change? No, we are not on from 6 tonight because we've got the live lounge. We will be coming on at 8. So we'll be skipping probably the quarterfinals. So we'll be on from 8 to do the live lounge and keep an eye on the European Tour. Yeah, looking at the stats, a solid game from Schindler and Veen. 2 games to go. Peter Wright against MODUS Razma, and then the number 1 seed, Litler, taking on the rockstar Joe Cullen. Bit of red light, green light, taking on old Sally Can Wait. How are we doing? Joe, good to have you in. I'll just sit and, you know, Malachi, you know. We will be here, though, from 8 p.m. Litler to hit a 9 today. Well, he'll be the second. Any players you can think of that play on the 19s as much as Razma? Not at the top level, no. Razma does it more than anyone. We've seen Nathan do it recently because he was struggling with distance because of his shoulder injury. So we saw him switch to the 19s. But no, MODUS Razma does it more often than anyone. Yeah, Mighty Mike nailing the 9 earlier. So Peter's gone for the old green hair today. The old green locks. So Peter is now on the stage. So we are ready to rock and roll. So, let's do this. Match number 7 of 8. Razma having a bit of banter with the crowd there, I like that. The calculator, Mr. Bevins, is on stage. So we are ready to rock and roll, folks. Oh, so someone's done their homework. They've made Kirk a little sign with a train on it. When you know, you know. But let's try and get a glimpse of. Looks like Peter Wright is using the same equipment as yesterday. Just watching his warm-up darts. They look the same. We'll have a look in a second once he gets going. Peter trying to get the crowd going as well. Right, here we go. Let's have a look on the equipment. Yeah, same as yesterday. No change for Snaky as of yet, but his throw is under pressure here in leg number 1. So, Razma, early break opportunity here. Razma, double 18 for 1-0. Razma dominated the early exchanges here. Peter Wright has it all to do. One, 2-1 though to get himself out of jail. He's going to get a dart. That dart is at the bullseye. Oh, Peter, where have you pulled that from? He played second fiddle for most of the leg. Razma misses and Snaky bangs the bullseye. No, for those that don't know, Kirk is a very, very keen train spotter. Yeah, look, Peter had no right to win that leg. He was never in it. And then he produced a moment of magic. Razma will be kicking himself. Will be kicking himself. Again, Razma outscoring Peter Wright to some tune here. Peter Wright has not found anything in the scoring phase of this match. He's only averaging 75. How are we doing, Jimmy? Good to have you in. Razma just tees up double 16, and again he will return. Not really in any trouble at the moment. Peter Wright is the one that has it all to do. And again, just leaves a ton just to leave himself on a finish, just to say to MODUS Razma, you know what happened in leg one when you missed, didn't you? You know what happened in leg one? And Razma's missed again. Peter couldn't, could he? Could he? Oh my. Oh my. Oh, not this time. And MODUS Razma does level it up. Oh, that would have been harsh on Razma. But we do have a level game, 1-1. Peter Wright needs to find more here. Looks like Razma has abandoned the 20s and he's back on the 19s. And again, Razma's game has considerably dropped in this leg. And now Peter Wright is gaining a measure of control here. He's the one dominating this leg. Treble 15 would have left double 18, but not to be. But Peter Wright will return 2 darts at tops for an unlikely lead. Razma's game has dropped off a cliff. Peter has just upped his enough to be competitive. It's still not a great game. But Razma has gone from averaging high 90s, and then he finds a 177, of course he does. But until that, he has been all over the place. That was some drop-off from MODUS Razma. Excuse me. But again, Peter Wright asking a few questions here. I'm going to continue to talk to you all. I just need to go. I'm still here. I just need to change 2 microphones over, 2 seconds, as in charge, make sure we're charging stuff for this evening. So, just putting these on, they won't take long, but they're on charge now. It's all good. Don't worry, Johnny, I was still in the room, mate. I was still in the room. Still here. Razma does level. Peter's upped his average from that low mid 70 range to 92. 145 checkout. Yeah, look decent. But again, Razma very inconsistent. When he's good, he's good. But there's too much inconsistency in his game. But you could say the same about Peter right now as well, to be fair. The inconsistencies are there. Hope you are good, Johnny. Good to have you all in as always. If you haven't yet, you know where that like and subscribe button is. All you got to do is give it a little tap. Then make sure you turn notifications on. Razma has left the champagne shot. Peter Wright not on a finish. How low can he leave it? Leaves tops. Says to Razma, you better hit punk. Treble 19 is not found, so Peter Wright will return to lead this contest once more. And he does hit. If anyone, we were trying to get the debate of what flight Peter Wright was using yesterday. I think we narrowed it down either to the Black K-Flex or the Condor. But Snakey reaches halfway in this contest. Remember, final game of the session, the Rockstar Joe Cullen taking on the world champion Litler. And Peter is just carving an opportunity here. Is Luke Humphries' beloved lead at Adam Road today? Because they're two. I don't know if he's gone there. I don't know if he's gone to Leeds or not, or whether, look, a lot of them are just having, the ones that haven't gone in particular are just having some nice family time at this time of year, which again, I totally get. So Peter Wright again leaves 180 on the Razma darts. So he's going to set this up. And he's going to get time again. MODUS Razma has made a mess of this. So Peter Wright will come back. For tops. I would rather watch paint dry and cast than watch Razma or Ross Smith. No worries. Don't say anything. I know you guys are feeling this. I don't look. I do find Razma a tad boring. I don't disagree. Personally, I don't mind Ross Smith. Razma, I agree with, not Smith. But one thing is for sure, Peter Wright now has daylight between himself and MODUS Razma. 4-2 snaky. Again, Razma struggling to deal with things up there. Just not. He started off really brightly, but has plummeted since about halfway through leg 2. Razma, if this carries on, this one won't be going for much longer. Because Wright is having it all his own way. Right, down to a finish. But again, he's just leaving the door ajar here for Peter Wright. Just leaving him breadcrumbs to feed off at the moment. Oh, Razma. Razma. The old 162 finish. How you going to take this one out, Punk? Let me know. What's your favourite finish on 162? The old 25 route. I get ya. Does leave double 16 if Peter Wright misses. One dart at tops. And he doesn't. 5-2 Peter Wright. And again, MODUS. Leaving yourself the old 162. Denied yourself a chance to win the leg. You know better than that. Again, an incredible turnout here on Easter Monday. Fabulous afternoon of darts. Thank you all very, very much. If you are new here, we are Online Darts, and we keep you up to date with everything going on, whether it's live streams, interviews with the pros. We've got loads of interviews to drop this week. So, Peter Wright, is he going to win it here? Or is Razma going to save his skin? He finds a maximum to give himself the opportunity to save it. That came from nowhere. That was like a Randy Orton RKO out of nowhere. And then he misses the big number. Of course he does. 17 for a dart at the ball. Or the old treble to give yourself a dart at double 8. And again, MODUS Razma is so sporadic that there is just no rhyme or reason. But Peter Wright now has the darts. Streaming the Euro Tour next weekend. As always, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. ET5 from Graz. But that means I've got to drive back from Liverpool straight after the Premier League. But it's what we do. Razma now has the Peter Wright darts under pressure. What is going on here? Peter, no finish. So Razma has 6 to break and get us back on throw. Another twist in the tail. Who wins? Who wins this? I still think Peter finds enough. But Razma has broken. Connor, you know we stream all Euro tours. If we don't tell you we're not streaming, we will be here. It's what we do here at OD. Again. This one's swinging one way, then the next. I think Litler is the overwhelming favourite. Peter Wright could do with a couple of trebles here. Another one finds it. Now he's carved a chance on the Razma throw here. Razma needs another treble here to set a finish up. He can't do it, so Peter Wright has 6 darts to win it from here. Is he going to go the flamboyant route? Is he? Nope. He must have had a little look, a little check to see what Peter Wright had. But Razma, all he can do now is apply pressure. And he's not really done that. So, Snaky has missed match dart. Can Razma save the situation? It's on. Not now, so Peter Wright will return to get the job done. It's been a tough ask here. Peter's already missed 1 match dart, but gets it. Second visit. Peter Wright beats MODUS Razma. Wasn't a classic, but Snaky is over the line. We have 1 game to go in the afternoon session, and that is between the rockstar Joe Cullen and the world champion Litler. Leeds going up. I hope Leeds and I backed Burnley a while ago because they were a good price. Right, one game to go then. The nuke is in action. Score predictions then, folks. What are you saying? As Razma leaves the stage. So Peter just doing a quick chat with Swiss Phil. Right, Litler closing the show for this afternoon. So, get those predictions in then. What are you saying? So, while we go to the break, let's press the button. The nuke has been armed. Should be good. Are you talking about... excuse me. Are you talking about Peter Wright, James? If so, yes, they are real tattoos on the side of his head. Do you think if Josh Rocks continues his form in the top 10 next year, how close is he? Look, Josh Rocks ticks all the boxes for the Premier League. If he has a good year on TV, do I think he will be close? 100%. He's provisionally world number 8. So, yeah, a good year on TV, yes, I 100% think he will be very, very close. Yes, yeah, Peter Wright's snakes on the side of his head are real tattoos. If you'd have asked me 6 weeks ago, I would have said I think there was a genuine chance she picks Ali Pally. But after the way she's been speaking recently about everything, maybe Lakeside is more realistic. But pictures are back. So Litler was breathtaking last night in sweeping aside Cam Crabtree, who played well, but he likes chickens too. Fair enough. Kind of impossible to say, because there is so much that could go right or wrong for any particular player between now and the Worlds. Look, if you were saying if the Worlds were tomorrow, who would be favourite? Litler would be favourite. Luke Humphries second favourite, probably Going Price third. But there's so much that can go right or wrong for players between now and then. Form will go up, form will go down. It will be a roller coaster between now and the World Championships. If she gets on the top two, it could be her final. It could be that she might decline the tour card. So you don't know. Alistair, thank you very much, buddy. Massively appreciate it. Look, 200, but we are going nowhere. We are only going to continue to do more, try and do more. We have got you covered. The rock star at the top of his walk-on. This is my favourite walk-on in darts, by the way. I want the rock star, but it will be the nuke. Fair enough, Emma. Are you allowed to decline a tour card? I believe it, unless they've changed the rules that I don't know about. I must admit, I don't study the rule book religiously. But Dean Reynolds did a few. I'm sure it was Dean Reynolds did a few years ago. Got one through, I think it was the Dev Tour, and declined it. Said he wasn't ready. Litler has won the ball and will throw first here. So Bo better not let. We don't know, do we? I'm not going to lie, the rock star is fair. It's like everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But a bit of red light, green light going on now. Here we go. If she doesn't want a tour card, but she can't decline it. Yeah, if she can't decline it, then I don't expect to see her play much. Look at Joe dancing along to I'm ready to go. When he got mad at people to him. Look, it's fine. Look, Joe's a good guy. He is. Can't believe it's John Cena going to. Yeah, look, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed a couple of Mania matches across the 2 nights. Did I enjoy it overall? Nah, probably a 6 out of 10, 5.5. Wasn't the best. He's won the Masters. Got to the Premier League final. Look, Joe has done more in his career than a lot of people have. Look, did he go about it the right way? No, I don't think he did. But I still got a lot of time for Joe. Reckon darts Premier League night in Romania. I don't think Romania is near the top of the list. Look, in time maybe. I think in the short term, Belgium and Poland are probably in front. I think he's a big... Yeah, in the States, certainly, Brad. Yeah, I think so. Hey, Alan, nothing wrong with a bit of wrestling, my friend. Right, we are off. We are underway. And the nuke... He's kept with the World Championship darts, the new ones. Looks like we've got the Joe Cullen fan club in the chat room today, girls. Good leg from both here, but Litler gets first go because he has the darts and polishes it off. Great start to this contest. Is it too late for a bad? Nah, you're fine. Cullen looks in the mood. Started brightly here, giving the nuke something to think about. 2-6-6 apiece. Great little tussle already early on. They both look up for this. Cullen leaves the big fish. What is Litler going to leave? Something lower. There's the max. There's the pressure on the Cullen throw for the first time. Unless he goes fishing. Oh, I'd like to see how close that is. Great effort from Cullen. He's in the groove here. But Litler. Ooh, a rare miss. Cullen has to take this opportunity. Scoring lovely. But cannot miss doubles and doesn't 1-all. That's a big leg from Joe Cullen, that. Yes, Litler missed the chance. But Cullen just reminds him, when you miss, I will hit. Remember, we've already had 1 9-darter today. MVG with a magical 9. Litler start at double 16, wasn't really close. The one at double 8 wasn't too far away. But Cullen tidies up. It's a tricky dart as well. He had to move across to open up the angle. Litler just doing enough in this leg on throw. Cullen not really making any inroads, so you'd expect Litler just to set this up, which he has done. Leaves 98. Cullen way back on 305. Tops for Litler when he returns. And the trebles have dried up for Cullen in this leg. And of course, double 10, Littler's den. Is there anyone better on double 10 in the world? Probably not. The Nuke back in front, leads 2-1. Yeah, because there's a crowd there, there's an audience there, and so on. Look, if you speak to a lot of them, Aspinall, I'm going to stand a second. Aspinall and so on, they're all not a fan of the Pro Tours, that sterile environment. That they understand the importance of it, but they're not a fan of it. Joe Cullen could do with another treble here. Leaves the big fish. What pressure will Littler put on? Enjoying this game. The pace of it is beautiful. Both on big finishes. Cullen leaves 74 as Littler got a roof raiser in him. Not this time he doesn't, so Cullen will get the opportunity to level this contest at 2-2. 2 darts at his beloved double 16. Slipped into the wrong bed. Can Littler punish? This would hurt. This would hurt. This hurts. Joe Cullen was a whisker away from 2-2. And Littler pops in the 110. And a pop, pop, pop from Luke Littler. He now has daylight between himself and the rock star. I want to see how close Cullen was on this 74. Treble 14 was plumb. Double 16, it hugged the wire. Oh, it's just in the, literally, in the top corner of the double 7. And Littler, no mercy. Clinical from the world champion, but it's a good response here from Joe Cullen. He has the Littler throw under some pressure here. Has to keep this up. That's a let off. He should have been on a finish. We've seen over the years the consistency has been Cullen's undoing. When he is on, he is incredible. We've seen him have so many good alley-pally moments. So many good big games he's been involved in. Got to the Premier League final where he is literally he's a millimetre from being Premier League champion. And he has broken straight back. If you win the Premier League, that puts you in a different bracket. Puts you in a rare club. But they are both up for the fight here, enjoying this contest. How are we doing, Scott? Good to have you in, buddy. The 170 that Cullen took out against Gerwyn Price at the Worlds. Oh my word. As Eddie Hearn famously once said, this man has got a set of bollocks on him. Could do with a treble here though. Doesn't find one. So he just invites the pressure from Littler. And the pressure has been applied. But it's a good response from Cullen, unless reel it in, Luke Littler, the big fish. Cullen will be fuming, and that's the difference. One trebleless visit allowed Littler the setup to apply the pressure. But reel it in, the big fish. And he does reel it in as well. And it was right bang in the middle of the bullseye. A fabulous finish from the world champion. But look, Cullen is playing his part in a really good game here. Litler averaging 99, Cullen averaging 96. But it's these little moments where he takes the game away from you. The 170 when you're sat on a finish, and then he pops in a maximum when Cullen was just asking questions. Now he takes out 108. Look, he might run off into the sunset and win this 6-2. But that would be harsh. That doesn't tell you the story of the game. Joe Cullen has played his part in an incredible game of darts here. Jimmy, I don't dislike that. It would add some spice, I agree. Cullen leaves the ball. Both averaging 99 here. This is a good performance all round. Fabulous stuff. I just want to see this say 50. But I mean, he's gone for it as well. That's brilliant. I'm a huge fan of that. Cullen has gone for the ball. Oh, it would have been for a 10 darter, so I can get behind that. I'm a fan. I agree. When Cullen is on, he is box office. I'm just gonna put the I want to see if they recognise it. Will he?
Every single case, Cullen is on a more makeable finish than one Litler takes out.
They didn't say he's going to go for it. Look, Jimmy, has he been on as much recently? No, I agree, but there are moments from him. Do you think there will be a handshake in the next match between Litler and Pietreczka? Yeah, next time they play out, there will be, yeah. What Cullen would give for a massive visit here. Needs trebles. Can't find them. There was just a little glimmer from Cullen there. A little glimmer. But he couldn't find the treble. And now, is this the moment the nuke closes out the game, leaves Shanghai? Cullen has to hit, and hit big. But doesn't, only leaves the big fish. We've seen him do this in a pressure moment before, but he may not get a go. But Litler has missed a match start. Joe Cullen, over to you. Not going to go, so you would expect Luke Litler, double 10 is his den to get the job done here. And now there we're having a 6-3 win for the nuke. That was a good game of darts. I enjoyed that. Cullen has played his part, average 96, but it is Litler who gets over the line, beating the Rockstar to cap off what has been a truly fabulous day of action, or afternoon of action, should I say. We'll just let the pictures catch up. Yes, you know, Malika, I'm ready to go. Right, we'll let the pictures catch up and then we'll give you the winners for the afternoon session. There we go. So, run you through. Josh Rock beat Gerwin Price in an incredible game. Christoph Ratajski saw off Rob Cross. Ryan Joyce beat Neil Zonneveld, MVG, a 105 average and a 9 data to beat Ryan Searle. Ross Smith beat an out of sorts Dave Chisnall. Jan van Veen with a great game to see off Martin Schindler 6-4. Peter Wright, scrappy affair but had too much for MODUS Razma. And then closing off the show, Luke Litler, the world champion, beats the rock star Joe Cullen in what has been an impressive session of darting action, it has to be said. Remember everyone, we will be back live 8 p.m. this evening for episode 200 of the Live Lounge. We will be keeping an eye on the European Tour at the same time, keeping you up to speed. So 8 p.m. we will be live, keeping you up to date with everything. Episode 200. Who'd have thought we'd have ever made it that far back in 2020? But thank you very much indeed. I've been Phil Bars. We have been Online Darts. One last time, if you haven't yet, make sure you tap that subscribe button. We massively appreciate all the support. Enjoy the few hours and we'll see you 8 p.m. Make sure you are there.